Okay, let's just remove this thing. Are you able to see my screen?
Rotate.
Rotate. Okay. How about now?
Nope. Yes.
Okay, sure.
So welcome back to Pesto FX. This is episode number 4, whereby we're gonna be breaking down our weekly analysis. So guys, as you know, we're actually beginning our forex trading journey. We're documenting our process. So right now, guys, we're gonna be focusing more on the JPYs and the USD. So basically, from last week, we're able to catch something like 10% on our account. Remember, we are on a journey of growing a small account from 18 USD to even 50 to even 100 if it's possible. But right now, I'm actually in a phase whereby I'm actually appreciating the small gains. So I'll just post a video right here whereby I'm gonna be showing you guys when we made so much money on EURJPY by just following the trend. So we're gonna be breaking down on how to follow the trend or how to catch some nice entries, guys, without any much chart work. So without wasting much of the time, nonetheless, let's start this thing. So as you know, guys, we always start from a higher time frame. We always start from big time frames, whereby we start from an outside view, and then we start dropping into lower time frames, whereby we start to catch entries. So first thing first, we can even start with just analyzing EURAUD. Are you able to see my chart? Yes, your chart is clear. Sure. So as you know, guys, we start with our line chart whereby we just mark out our highest point, then we mark out our lowest point, then we can start marking out some current point, highest point, then we can start marking out some current point here. Both this is a zone. Understand, this is more of a zone. This is more of a zone. At the same time, I can also mark out this area over here. You understand? Yes, I got you. Okay, so I guess it's now time for us to play something like zones. Understand? So here I can actually see that there's a sort of a zone which you can apply. Right. So after identifying your key levels, after identifying your structure, that's when you can start to drop to lower time frames to look for entries. So currently I'm seeing actually here we actually at a resistance over here. You understand? So let's just drop to daily and see what the market is for us on EURAUD. Okay, sure. This is nice. So guys, after that daily, I'm actually starting to say, okay, here we've got a strong zone over here, whereby the market was just respecting from that daily time frame. How can we explain that? We're seeing that the market reversed. Let me just try to show you. We had a breakout retest, then the market gave us a push to the upside, then the market gave us an M, then it came and it set on the previous low, then it actually respected that point. So right now we're expecting a break below retest to continue with sales to the downside on the EURAUD. We are using the overall picture. So because once we actually on EURAUD, we can actually put line chart, then you can actually find a trend. You can actually draw maybe a bullish trend, but we're actually getting to see that we are now out of a bullish trend. You understand? Okay, since we're now outside of a bullish trend, we can actually see that the market gave us this high point over there. That high point was actually lower than the overall, the big high point, like this one which I just marked over here. Let me just mark it clearly so that you can see. You see this point over here, that was a higher high. Then the market broke the previous low, giving us a lower a lower low to give us a lower high. So that this area which I've marked over is a lower high. So currently I can actually confirm that we are mostly going for sales because the structure here is bearish. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. So after identifying that we've broken outside of our bullish trend, but the breakout to test 8,000 is clear as usual. So right now I can actually tell Kuti, okay, this is what's happening. We can actually identify a bearish trend over here, you understand? So guys, since we already know that we are coming from an overall bullish trend, we're now bearish, we can actually tend to delete these lines, you understand? We cannot delete these lines, so we can now focus more on our current price action structure. You understand, our current price action model, isn't it? So okay, so after identifying that, okay, this is my current structure, I'm saying that the market gave us a let me just wait for this thing to go up. Okay, I've seen that the market gave us a what? A low, a lower low, and then a lower high, then this lower low, then a lower high. So right now we expect a lower low, then a lower high, something like this, right? Because we're actually moving with the trend, right, until we reach the bottom side, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so once I drop to H4, I'll still mark out this point as being that there's a zone over here. Then there's a zone. Let me just clone this. Okay, there's a zone. I'll just clone it. Let's just take something like this. Then maybe something like this. Isn't it? This is EURAUD. So by chance, so once we drop down to H1, I'm actually saying that okay, we're in a bearish trend. So currently, I'll wait for a trend line touch, isn't it? I'll wait for a trend line touch. Exactly, yeah. Maybe I'm not really sure whether trend line touch can be on the zone or what, but it has to be a trend line touch. Then we can take our entry to the downside, isn't it? Oh, and that's on EURAUD. That we still need to wait for a trend line touch, because actually I can actually tell that we're actually creating some bullish structure over here. I'm actually seeing a bullish structure over here, so we need to wait for a trend line touch there. Then we take our offer ourselves for the week.
And touch, then take ourselves for the week, right?
Yes. We can wait for a touch, then we take ourselves for the week. That's what I can actually tell you on EURAUD. Then should the market also respect this zone over here which we have? Should the market also respect that zone? We can then take ourselves once the market breaks below and retest. That's also another selling opportunity which we can have. Then the possibility also the breakout retest of the overall bearish trend, then we take our bias. That's another thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the next pair. Maybe I'll just give you some time to analyze the last pair after all analysis, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So we just mark out the lowest point over here. Then we can also mark out, after marking the lowest point, we can also mark out the highest point. Ish. Okay, something like this. So are you seeing something? Let me show you something. Okay, it's over here. You see, the moment where we're coming from support, once we reach the resistance, we come down. Once we come from support, once we reach the resistance, we come down. You understand?
Yes, once we hit resistance, we're going to come back to the support.
But we need confirmation for that. So right now, I'm actually seeing that, okay, the market has been respecting this overall high, and then the market has been respecting this overall low. So maybe we can put some line chart just to cater for our sensitive zones, our sensitive key levels, isn't it? Okay, let's do it then. Let's do this. Let's do it. Then after doing that, we can actually cater for these areas. Okay. So that's the weekly. So weekly, we are seeing that there's a lot of bearish momentum coming from the zone, isn't it? Then on daily, we can actually talk about the breakout retest, something like this. We can talk about the breakout retest, isn't it? Then we can talk about the zone over here. We can add the zone over here, a strong point of confluence, which we then retested. Then there's a line, so we're going to be expecting more sales coming in. Then we're going to actually that retest coming through, then engulfing. So USD Swiss franc, that nice sellers, guys. The bears are in, so this is nice, guys. Trust me, this is nice. So we can actually see that after a breakout retest with an impulse move to the downside. Let me just show you with an impulse move to the downside, then with a correction. Then I'm now expecting another impulse move, then maybe a correction later on. So right now, focusing on the price section right now, I'm just seeing that okay, we're actually creating a correction over here. A sort of a correction nature, right? Sort of a correction, a sort of a correction. So guys, this one is easy to analyze. I got no problems with it. Stop loss above previous high, target it 1 to 3 or even more, because remember we are actually coming from an overall bullish trend on a daily structure. So it's more of us swinging, but right now we can just focus more on us taking some nice intraday trades. This is my analysis on USD Swiss franc, isn't it? For sure. So we can expect some sellers, just like the market is repeating itself. Breakout retest, more sellers, break below zone, isn't it? After a correction, then more sellers, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Dango. So let's just focus more. Let's just look at which pair would you want me to analyze also from the list. Maybe we can just pick one or two.
Let's do USDJPY.
Okay. No. USDJPY. Let me just see what we have on USDJPY. Okay. So let's just go back to a weekly movement because I think the JPY is okay. So currently on a weekly time frame. I'm actually seeing that JPY is currently just coming down here, guys. But this is more of a double bottom. Well, because we did not break the previous low, so maybe JPY is coming to fill in the 90%, then push to the upside on a weekly. But nonetheless, let's just do the proper analysis. So currently on JPY, I would like to identify myself having more of a structure like this one, 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 then more of a structure like which one now? More of a structure like, I need to mark out this point. It's now time for us to mark out our sensitive zones on JPY. JPY is a bit tricky. That seems to be, it's giving us some bullish vibes. Okay, something like this from a weekly perspective. There's a weekly perspective where we've got a zone, guys. Where it is, there's a zone. Where it is, there's a zone. Where it is, there's a zone. Here, there's a zone. Here, there's a zone. Here, there's a zone. Here, there's a zone on JPY. Here, there's a zone. Okay. So, completing the 90%, we're actually seeing that with the breakout retest, right? With the breakout retest. Okay, with the breakout retest. So now it's back at a zone, So let's see how the market will respect that zone. Right now, I cannot say it will pass or what, because we just have to complete the 90%. You understand? Complete something like a 90% rule, then maybe double bottom, then a retest or picking. That's That's what I'm actually seeing, because I think we need to even fill the gap to the downside. Then maybe let's just take it to H4, maybe I'll pick up something on H4. Okay, on H4 I'm already starting to see that, okay, we're at a zone, but the way we're approaching that zone, we're approaching a bit bearish momentum. So let's just see how this thing actually plays out, because here I'm actually starting to start. Okay, it looks like we've got a bearish structure on JPY. This one, we're creating some nice touches on the bearish structure on JPY. Let me see what else can we say. We put an expansion channel. Maybe we can say we put an expansion channel, something like this. Okay, so currently after analyzing, I'm just seeing that, okay, JPY, we got a zone over here. So it said the market will expect the zone to come and retest the previous resistance, then break below retest. We take more sales on JPY. Or should the market just break below retest, then we take more sales? You understand? Something like this in nature, I understand. A break below retest, something like this on JPY. That's if should the market break below the overall support, isn't it?
Yes.
Because considering, like, from the way I'm seeing JPY, I'm not really sure about the way you might be seeing it from your view. Because we're in a bullish trend, then this is a strong zone over here. So should the market respect that area, we can be looking for possible buys after a breakout retest of this structure. I understand. Maybe after a breakout retest of this structure, I understand, then we can start looking for maybe buys to go back to the overall direction. But right now I'm bearish on JPY because of this, even the structure, because we are seeing the market is creating some lower low, lower high. So next we need a lower low, isn't it? Maybe then we need a lower high and a lower low to the downside, isn't it? Are we together, bro?
Yes.
Sure. So this is JPY. So guys, I'm actually seeing that on H1 looks like JPY is creating a head and shoulder pattern. Then maybe I can also create something like this structure, understand, on JPY. Now we're talking, so we're bearish on JPY currently. We're currently bearish on JPY. So maybe we can expect a push just to come and retest. I'm seeing a head and shoulder pattern over there. Okay, so maybe a push just to come and retest the head and shoulder pattern, then more sales to the downside. It depends without the market to actually open it. It will depend, but basically I'm bearish on JPY. Isn't it? Maybe last but not least, let's just look at that dollar index. It's supposed to also give us a same view with JPY. So let's just remove that dollar index fast. Let's just take it to a daily time frame and see what the dollar index says for us. So that dollar index right now, I'm actually starting to see that, okay, the dollar was once bullish, isn't it? Then it broke out. Thank you so much for mentioning the retest. Then it broke out, then it retested. Then maybe we can just put line chart just to cater for our key level, for our zones, right? Isn't it? Okay. So you see, overall, the dollar is bearish. We are not sure how long it's gonna cover the 90% drop. We're not really sure how long it's gonna cover the 90% drop, but I just know that right now it might drop the downside. I'm not really sure, but according to price section right now, it looks like dollar index is actually broken out of the bullish trend. So we're going to be expecting more of bearish momentum jumping in, because we're seeing more of head and shoulder pattern. Here there was a zone, then we broke below that zone, isn't it? Then after that there's another low point, isn't it? Another low point. Okay, let me just check out this. There's a low point over here. This was after an impulse push, and after an impulse movement. You see, this is how it has been moving. Correction, then an impulse, then a correction. So we can even expect an impulse, right? But right now we'll just be retesting the previous low. So let's just see where we can pick up a trend or something from the 4 hour. It just depends. Maybe you can connect it like this. Okay, I'll just try to use this point, the wick there over there. It depends. I can also take it from here. Just depends with how I want to take it from. It just depends, but it has to make sense. So it's more something like this. So we are at a lower high, so we've got more of sellers jumping in because we're at a lower high, and then we've broken the overall low. So this is a nice trade, because after an impulse we did a nice correction over there with a nice breakout retest. So right now we're having a retest of structure. So it's actually wise to wait for a breakout retest. Then maybe you can then take your end. Like DXY it's actually bearish. So I can actually expect the same on USDJPY. So using confluence from different pairs can actually aid in knowing the overall direction. So that dollar is gonna be bearish. Then we can actually expect more sales to the downside, isn't it? Then also the opposite is true. These ones are now starting to be bullish. GPST. This is the last analysis, I guess. Hey, because time. But we can just mark out. This. We can just mark out this point over there. Then we can just mark out a bullish trend. You see, this one goes against the dollar. This one is bullish. Then we clone, we give it a. Then we can just mark out this high point over here. Then we can mark out trends in trend structure. Let's see that trends in trend structure. Okay, maybe something like this. Okay, let's mark out this area. Since we've broken our previous high, after breaking the high, we can actually expect bullish momentum to the upside on this one. This one is a best trade. Bullish momentum to the upside from here to the upside, something like that. So then also you can also add some confluencing of a young trend varnish. This is it. I think we've come to the end of our Zoom session. Are you still available? Okay. Okay, let's just stop. So we've come to the end of our Zoom session. The weekly analysis is just dropped, guys. Make sure you can actually learn a thing or two. Hopefully you guys gonna learn. Nonetheless, this is your boy Pesto signing out.